All right, let's get this started. All right, everybody. Ep.8 podcast, Ep.8. You know what it is, but tonight we got a very chill vibe in the house.
It's a different thing. You see the colors? It's lavender. I
Yes,
just woke up from a nap.
It's
He
a-
called me. He said, "Yo, what's good? What are you doing?" I said, "I'm asleep." He said, "The fans need a podcast." I'm like, "I'm with it,"
They need it. They've been asking.
but I wasn't with it all the way. So I was like, "I'm not getting a soundboard. We're just doing this."
Yeah,
But yeah, bro, what's good, bro? You told me you had some things to talk about.
yo, I have lots of things to talk about. What do you want to start with? You want to start with like the
What do you
the
want to start
fan
with? I don't have
questions?
any- Yeah, let's start with the fan questions. I can talk about that for days.
All right, let me get in. Okay, well,
Recommendation.
there's not a lot.
Okay.
Let me tell you. Okay, let's go with the first one. We got a would you rather.
Oh,
Would
sure.
you rather travel, like if you could time travel, right? Would you
Yeah.
rather time travel to the future or time travel to the past, and
We
why?
didn't cover this last episode?
Last episode, no,
Yeah.
no, we just talked about shopping carts and like a little baby versus.
So, that's a hard question. How far into the future are we thinking?
As far as you want.
As far as you want.
Yeah,
as
like
far as I
you
want in the
can
past,
time
eh?
travel, but only one direction.
Can I come back?
No.
This is not a two-way thing.
I don't know. I guess not.
Okay. Bro, I'd go back in the past, I think.
Really?
I think I'd set myself up for a better life now, you know?
Where would you go though? Like
I'd go to the
the start of your life?
no, way before that. I wanna say 1950s.
Yeah.
When businesses really started booming, started taking off, things like Coca-Cola, things
Like racism times.
Sure. They were racist to me. I'm fine.
They were to me. They were having me build a railroad. I don't know why.
Yeah, the Japanese. I heard about that. I was doing some research about that in my sociology class. That was fucked up.
It's kind of fucked up, right?
All racism is fucked up, but
Fuck racism. But not like, yeah, what the fuck? And you know some fuck shit? No one talks about that shit. We talk about like black people slavery. We talk about like residential schools and everything. Where's the Asian Railroad History Month or whatever, dog?
Yeah.
I want my shit.
See that C train?
Yeah.
Because of me.
I want a word that no one else can say.
A word that's exclusive. You guys have that. The C word, right?
That's garbage though. No one takes that serious. You can call anybody a chink. I can call you a chink.
Yeah. And you will get fucked up.
Like, I mean, like the right person, right? A bad day or something, but it's not like,
I don't know. It's never that serious.
yeah.
But I think I would go into the past and someone like hang out with the Warren Buffett folk, find out where he started. set myself up for like some big shit now, you know? So
Yeah. You're gonna go back to when you were a baby and like give yourself a nice savings fund, a nice interest account.
No, earlier than that. Before I was even born.
I don't know when I'm trying to go, cause like
where would you go?
low key, right? Like I'm low key trying to see the future, right? Like let's see like the aliens and the shit that's definitely gonna invade and shit. But
Definitely.
what if you go to the wrong day, right? And it's like already taken over and like humans are all slaves and I just gotta be there now, like as a slave.
Not this shit again.
If I was going back in time, I would go to like way back, like all the way in the beginning of time, watch them build the pyramids or some shit. And just see how.
Oh, let me see you left that.
Yeah.
Let me see it. Left it in front of my eyes. I'll believe that it was built by you.
Yeah.
No, I believe that, bro. Have you ever painted a living room?
Nah.
And just moved that shit around up and down so long, bro? I've done that. I've painted houses, you know, because my daddy's a painter guy. So I've done that. I've done a couple of houses. My shoulders on fire, bro. And this thing weighs what? This thing weighs 10 pounds max, right?
Oh, the paint rollers?
Yeah, the paint roller.
If that.
Yeah, if that. And my arms are on fire. And you tell me, like,
hands are lifting.
a big, like,
big. Like
huge blocks,
they're
bro.
not like, you know what I used to think they were? You know the like the huge cinder blocks, you know, and they kind of look like Lego bricks.
Yeah,
The big, yeah, I used to think they're like that, but no, they're like huge, like
yeah,
10
but
feet
even that
tall.
without a
Like,
crane, how are you supposed to lift that shit without a
yeah.
crane?
You know what I was thinking about recently?
What do
I
you
was
think, man?
thinking, what if back then, right? The ground was like way up there, right? And then year by year, they just like built down, like they carved that bitch out
Oh,
and left it up.
but how'd they do that?
Illuminati noise.
If this wasn't
but
a chill podcast, we would have had you on that.
but what do you mean? How would they do it? Like you could go into your backyard, right?
Yeah.
And then just like I don't know, make a hill. And then over time, the hill just gets bigger somehow.
Oh, I mean, we should explore that a little bit more. But so you go back or
I don't
forward?
know.
I still don't understand. Answer the question.
Let, let I go forwards a
So,
100 years.
100 years, we're not gonna have aliens.
I don't
A
care.
100 years, we're not even gonna have robots.
But we're gonna have like the brain chip and shit.
The
Could be
brain chip?
sick. Yeah.
What's that?
Neuralink? You never heard
Oh,
of
Elon
Neuralink?
Musk Neuralink.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Tap in. Yo, this guy Lil Uzi Vert's putting a lot in his head.
Yo, you put that in? You put the Neuralink in?
I think so. Or he's like getting it or something.
Where
Like
did he
he's
get
one
it
of the You're asking me like I know. I don't think
No,
it's like a pre-order thing.
yo, it's just on his website. Bro, that's fucked up. What is it, like a chip and then like they like inject your head with it or what?
Yo, apparently, I was just looking at a thing about that earlier today. It was like, I guess, um, the first like tests or something. Like the tests are already done, right? The first implications of it are gonna be for paralyzed people to use smartphones, right?
That'd be sick.
But apparently, they can use them like with their brains. They can use them faster than someone like using their hands.
I mean, you can always think faster than you can execute something,
I know, but
right?
like, isn't that already an unfair advantage?
Yo, they're
Like, dog.
paralyzed.
Yeah, but I don't know. Let me have something.
So what's the point of me being, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Like,
So
why not just lay down and shit?
why am I up here just walking?
Yeah.
What's up
Why
with
am I
that?
lifting shit?
For
Let me
what?
do it with my brain. Let me lift this milk with my brain, bro.
Yo, you know what song I keep running through my head right now? Like the whole vibe right now for me is 10 Fucks by Tory Lanez.
The what?
10 fucks. It's like, I could give you at least 10 fucks. What a bitch say.
Nah.
And a La Ferrari doing 80 while I switch lanes.
Nah, I don't listen to short people.
Yo,
This guy's
what's against
5'3".
short people? Yes,
Nothing.
he is short, man.
She's
My ex
just
met him, and I was surprised to see that he was shorter than her. You met her, and you know how short she was.
yeah. Yo, like, I'm not dissing short people or nothing, but like
Yeah.
when I listen to your music and I see you in the studio have to go on your tippy toes to reach the mic, it's not a good look.
Your music's not hard anymore. You
Can't
can't tell
listen
me
to that.
about killing people, bro. You can't.
I can't listen to you seducing a shorty being 5'3". There's
Yeah, I
just no
can't
way.
listen to you buying Balmain jeans if you bought them from the baby Balmain section. You know, it's not that expensive. No, bro. I'll tell you
You
though.
got me. Yo, man's walking around in like the preschool Jordans.
Shout out Miles.
Is
Yo,
that the same flex?
Miles said a word or some shit. I heard.
Oh yeah. Shouts out Miles, Spinosaurus. That's all he's got.
It's a word.
That's what he wanted us to say.
I'll
So
take it, bro.
I got here. That's my
Yo,
ones.
make a sign for him. Make some shit. Put it on the wall.
A sign. I have a look. See this little car poster thing?
Yeah.
He made that for me. Apparently, I
Miles
don't.
made that.
Yeah.
Why do I find that hard to believe? I
Yo,
mean,
are you
yo,
coming to my
amazing.
kid?
I'm not coming for you, but yo, isn't he like 2?
He's 3.
Is he? Yeah, he's 3. But is he old enough to be making shit?
I mean, yeah, dog. He's running around. He's halfway potty trained. You know,
Yo, we're getting further along, eh?
further along. Yo, he doesn't tell me, But if I ask him, he'll bring me to the bathroom and we handle business. But if I don't ask him, he's just like left to his own devices. He just, he has little accidents and whatnot.
But he can do it on himself? By
On the
himself?
toilet?
Yeah.
No, like I have to help him.
Oh, you have to hold him?
No, there's
So what do you mean by help?
there's like the mini seats.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
have
that's
to
not a
help him
permanent thing?
get up,
Oh, I thought you could put the mini seat on there permanently.
Why would I want to do that? Just
Well,
have like a
I don't
little, that's a smaller target.
know. Yo, lift up the seat.
That's weird. It's small for him. He's little. I'm not
I
little.
don't know.
Why would I put a permanent toilet seat little?
No, but I don't know. I don't know where I was going with that.
I mean,
Fuck, what was that? Yo, Elon Musk, did you hear the theory about he was an alien? Or he might be an alien?
is
And
there
it's
like
like
a
if you
newer one?
no, I just know. I just been hearing this. I don't know like if there's separate editions, testimonies or testaments to this shit, but I've heard that he was an alien. Honestly, I believe it. This guy's done too much, more than any other human has.
Yeah.
Like he brought Tesla, all electric, Neuralink, SpaceX. That's
Yo,
too much for one person.
is he
Um,
actually smart or like does he just have like really good
no,
teams and
he's
he's like
actually
nice
smart.
at building
He's
teams?
well, I think it's both. I think he looks for the right kind of people to work for him. Um, and he's really, really smart. Like if you hear him talk, you can tell he's like intellectually up there.
Yeah. Word.
Like he doesn't use
Shit.
the word like. That's how you know.
Ever.
I've never heard him use like.
Yeah.
But here's one thing he taught me. In an earthquake, you're more likely to be safer underground than you are above ground.
How the fuck?
Because the way he explained it was, think of it like you're in a submarine. When the waves are hitting up, right? When the waves are up there,
Yeah.
they're like big waves. You're thinking like, I don't know, 30, 40, 50 feet waves, right? You want to be in the submarine where the water's calm below the waves. And it's the same exact concept for ground and earthquakes. And I thought about it. I was like, but wouldn't everything just collapse on you?
That's what I'm saying.
But I guess it's like, so the only part that really shakes is the above ground, like only the buildings and everything like that. The infrastructure underneath the ground just remains solid. And I don't have my head wrapped around it. Like I don't know
Yeah.
exactly,
Cause you ever
but
see the pictures of like the bad earthquakes and they'll say be like a big ass
yeah,
crack? Like
yeah, you can see like the center of the earth and shit.
yeah.
Like,
You're telling me,
what if I was
yo,
there?
what if you're sitting right there? You're telling me that's safer than like just being on the road or whatever? I don't know.
I don't
I
know.
don't know. Yo, you know who else like well like it's not like Elon Musk scares me, right? But you know who scares me? Mark Zuckerberg. Guy is
Um,
something else.
I don't know because I know who is Facebook, but I don't like what Facebook did. They sold out. They sold out a guy. I don't remember who it was,
They
but he was
sold the guy?
no, they didn't sell a guy. They sold
Oh.
him out. They like gave his like personal information. Facebook gave out a guy's personal information to somebody else just because they like gave them money or some shit like that.
I mean,
Or
like every company does that. Like TikTok, like that's a big thing. Like the Chinese government just like for some reason owns TikTok.
so what, they just have people's information for what?
Yeah, like all if you have like a TikTok account, you signed up with like your phone number or something, like the Chinese government has that. I don't know.
That's
I don't know
fucked
what they're
up.
doing with that,
Yeah,
but
but it's like, what do you need it for though? They never, you
that's
know,
what I'm saying.
it's like
Like I've never
justified.
seen some like Chinese stuff on there, so
Yeah,
I don't know. I'm cool.
and everything I do see, if I see like Russian things and Chinese, excuse me, I see some Russian shit and some Chinese shit on there, and it's all scripted, bro.
Yeah,
Like, and every
they're like
single
making
video,
little commercials or movie
yeah,
things.
yeah, it's one of those ones that you just click follow and you don't actually check up on any of their other videos.
Yeah. But nah, yo, if you ever like if you're ever just up at the wrong time of day, go look at Mark Zuckerberg's tagged pictures on his Instagram account. It's a very weird place to be.
Why?
It's just a weird place to be, dog. Like Never know what you might find. Oh, and remember when his eyes like changed into reptile eyes when he was in court?
Yeah, I think that's Photoshop.
Nice. Why would they Photoshop that? That's
Yeah, because
weird.
he's Mark Zuckerberg. It's Zuckerberg.
This is so good. Yeah, it's a late night podcast. It's a chill one.
It's a chill one.
No defamation suits. Yo, you know another theory that I remember from a long time ago?
Yeah.
You ever heard the theory that SpongeBob SquarePants is actually just a tampon?
No, I've never heard that. That's weird. It says
Because
sponge in the name.
yo, where does SpongeBob live?
At the bottom of the ocean.
Yo, do you know what that city is called though? Do you remember?
Bikini Bottom. Oh, that's fucked up. That's disgusting.
A sponge in Bikini Bottom.
Oh shit. Yo, if we had the Illuminati
Welcome.
now.
Episode would be going crazy the whole time.
Fuck. Nah, that's gross. Why would they name it Bikini Bottom? That's what I don't understand. Okay, bikini. Because I get it. You're on the beach, ocean, bottom. There's
Just
better
call
ways
it Bikini City or something. I don't know. Bikini
Yeah.
Town.
Ocean
That's weird.
Town or some shit. Call it
Yeah.
Atlanta, bro.
Atlantis.
Yeah. Oh, Atlanta. Oh, Atlantis. Yeah, yeah. Fuck, I had
Atlanta.
very different places. I got them too mixed up, bro. One of them has Aquaman, the other one has T Grizzly.
Oh yeah, I always
The D to
no.
the A. He's from Detroit.
Is he from Atlanta? I thought he was
He's
from
from
Memphis.
Detroit. He's from Detroit, bro.
Serious?
From the D to the A. I think he's from. Yo, I don't know. I'm just going based off his music.
To be honest, I don't know. Like a lot of T Grizzly, like he goes hard, right? But so
Yeah.
much of his music just sounds so much the same.
Yeah, I found. Well, that happens a lot now. No, the
Yeah.
baby, but every single the baby song slaps. Not every single one, but most of them. Even though they all sound the same. I have his shit. All the music sound the same. He's getting better with it though, you know.
Yeah. But I don't know. Like on one hand, right? It's like, well, yeah, like if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? Like if it's making you like millions of dollars, platinum records, right? Might as
It's
well
not.
keep making the same song.
Yeah.
But you know, switch it up once in a while. Give me a nice feature by I don't know, somewhere crazy.
Lil Baby.
Sure.
Yeah.
But I mean, even Lil Baby's voice is so like I don't know why he does it like that.
That's just his voice.
Nah, it sounds like a robot. You don't hear that? It's like kind of like
it's a little bit. It's not exactly high pitched, but it's a tune. It's a certain tune.
yeah,
you know?
yeah.
I like it. I think it makes him unique. That's why I fuck with his music a lot.
I just wish he did like a couple songs without that.
I don't think he can. I think that's just the way he raps.
I know. Yo, you know Roddy Ricch?
Yeah.
Have you ever heard that song "Perfect Time" or "Perfect Timing" or whatever?
No, I've heard Nap's "Perfect Timing." Great song.
It's weird. He'll go like, he'll like spit a bar, right? And at the end of the bar, he'll make it super high pitch. So if like the bar was like super or perfect timing, right? He'd be like perfect time, right? But it just sounds so like terrible.
It sounds terrible.
So
Roddy
bad.
Ricch is really good at that though.
I don't know, like this song.
He did that in Backseat. She Wants to Lead. I just fucked that up, but
that's not as bad though. This one's just like I don't know if it's just poorly made or what, but I heard like him performing it like live, right? Like on the keyboard, he's actually singing it nice. I was like, wow, yo, that's beautiful. Like he needs to actually just release that. Like I don't know why he's doing all this extra shit. I feel like I'd actually be a Roddy Ricch fan if that happened.
Well, you're not a Roddy Ricch fan? I was a very big fan of his album, the black and white one, where he's
the one with the box.
Yeah, I think it's the one with the box. It's definitely the one with Backseat. But I heard what's his name? A Boogie, him performing Me and My Guitar. This guy's an amazing voice, but a lot of autotune on that. But still hard to sing.
Me and My Guitar. Yo, you should listen to his like the no music in the background ones or whatever, like no auto-tune ones, like the live performance ones. He actually has a nice voice.
Does he?
Yeah, shouts out A
I
Boogie,
would
yo.
assume so. Yeah, for real. Mm.
I don't
What
know.
are the other topics you said? Yeah, they. What other shit was on the topic thing?
Oh, yeah, we got theories. Did that. The Would You Rather, Spinosaurus.
No, we
Yo,
didn't do the theories. What? Well, we kind of did the theories. We didn't go all the way into it
a
though.
little bit.
Yeah. But what do you think? What kind of life is this? Do you know the difference between
Okay, whoa.
determinate? Have you heard like the theory that some people think? I don't know if it's a theory, but it's a philosophy. Some people think that we live in a deterministic world where everything is already determined for you by the universe and everything is calculated and everything is this and that. Other
Yeah.
people believe it's a free will thing, you know. So
It's like chance.
chance, free will, whatever it is, right? So everything, nothing is determined. Everything is based off the individual, and the individual just decides his own life. The
Yeah.
issue with discussing these two theories is that there's no possible way we'll ever know, because
I mean,
there's no way you can validate one of those theories, and there's no way you can refuse it.
yeah.
Right? It's like God. You can't validate God, but you also, well, you can kind of refuse to be like, oh, there's no evidence, but
But it's
you know,
basically like it's like, do you believe in destiny or not? Right? Like simple terms.
yeah, but there's a difference between believing in a little thing and then believing in a whole way of life, because determinism is a way to approach life, right? So think of it this way. Think of it. Uh, so you were a little bit uh, on the you were fat when
Okay.
you were in like
Good way to start. Word.
grade 7, grade 8,
Yo,
right?
my whole life before grade, like I don't know. Well, no, for some reason, I was like a regular ass kid until I was like 6, and then all of a sudden, something happened. Just got hella fat from like 6 years old until like grade 9.
Okay, so until grade 9 now. But anyway, so think of it this way. So you were fat, and then a determinist would say you got sick of being fat. You got sick of kind of fucking what's it called? Just having all this weight. So based on all these things, because you were fat, you decided to lose weight, and that's why you're at where you're at now, right? So that's what some determinists would say. Whereas the guy with free will would say, yeah, you lost all this weight because you wanted to lose weight. That's a bad example, actually.
I think you just said the same thing.
I did say the same thing. That's
I think what you mean is someone who like believes in like a destiny type thing, right? Like that everything is set out in the universe already, would say that like I lost that weight when I did because like it's just supposed to happen. Like life just I
yeah,
don't know, is
life
part of the
already put the
plan.
plan out for you as part of the calculation. So there's these gears that are clicking in your head automatically, right? So yeah, so because you're fat, gear clicks, I want to lose this weight. But the deterministic approach, why? So if you were fat and the gears clicked in your head to lose weight, why didn't it click for the next guy? You know what I mean? Why are there still some
Yeah.
obese people in the world? Why doesn't it click for everybody? So that's why I think I'm more of like a free will kind of guy.
But can't you say that for both sides, right? Like I don't know. Like hell, I don't know. I'm a step behind. Keep going.
Because the thing is, and it's a very hard concept for me to talk about because I don't understand it fully. But even with free will is purely deterministic. It's a lot of determination. It takes so much determination, and then and now you're talking about the other thing within this one thing, right?
Yo, you're losing me, dog. Like I think I get you, but I don't know. It's hard. It's hard to use that example for me at least because like it wasn't like a choice. It's not like I started dieting and all this stuff, right? It was just because yo I didn't have food and
Yeah, but
like I had to
budget
keep up
cuts.
with the fast kids. Like kids were getting taller and stuff. Legs were getting longer. They were running faster. I wasn't trying to be in last place, so I had to, I
It's like Baby said, bro.
stack or
If my choice
starve.
is second, but one, I will never be last.
That too.
That's so. No, but that's a theory.
So you
Is it
think
even called free will?
free will is
What
like
is free will? See, we don't know. This shit is a
No,
discuss.
it's a thing, but it's kind of hard to like
Free will, it's a thing.
explain like that.
Ethan Kamada.
2021. Yo, imagine if those were my last words. I just spontaneously died. No, but free will is like you're allowed to believe whatever you want. Like everybody technically has free will, right? Like some motherfuckers out here believe in like Buddha, and some people believe in Jesus Christ, and some people believe in like, you know, whatever it is.
What is
Like,
that? Is that because they want to, or is that because something clicked in their head, something happened in their childhood, like their parents either forced them to believe in that shit, or their parents forced them to believe in a different thing, and just in spite of that, they kind of forced themselves to believe in a certain religion that they don't actually believe in, but they're just believing in it in spite of
well,
not believing in the other one. I don't know if that makes sense, but
free will is just the ability to
the
believe
ability
in
to,
any of those. Like if like whether or not like your parents or whoever, right? Like the
yeah,
people in your life like decided to put you on that path, or if like you just like heard about it, you're like, oh, this Buddha guy sounds kind of sick. Let's hear what he has to say.
and he's
Like
sitting.
whichever way it goes, right? Free will is just the ability to like basically to be allowed to believe in whatever you want.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so free will is more of a right.
Yeah.
It's not. Oh, okay, so free will isn't a philosophy. Then I take that back.
I think you're thinking about like I don't know the word. It's like taking matters into your own hands kind of thing. Like you
Yeah,
being the creator of your own destiny or whatever.
yeah.
So you think you're like that? Like you think you can create your own destiny type thing?
I think I can. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, because for me, I'm more of a keep burping and shit, bro. Sorry.
It's a chill podcast. No one cares.
It's a chill podcast. If man aren't asleep by now, I don't know what to say, bro.
It's 11:21 and I've been up for like 23 hours now.
Oh, I was talking about the fans. If they're listening right now,
Oh.
if they're not asleep by now, we didn't do a chill podcast. No,
Chill
but
podcast.
yo, what's your question?
Yo, I thought you were telling me.
Oh yeah, I was gonna talk about myself because my whole life I was raised to be a doctor. You know, it's a brown thing. You know, you gotta
Yeah.
do this kind of shit.
It's an immigrant thing in general.
It's an immigrant thing in general, yeah. But now that I'm a little bit older, I realize that I don't wanna be a doctor. I wanna be on some entrepreneurship, right?
Yeah, some business shit.
And that's why and that's why I'm pursuing business, all this kind of stuff. So, what kind of gears would click in my head for me to possibly lead to that? You know,
Mm.
because that would
But
take a lot of free will, like my shit to choose, and taking matters into my own hands, saying no, I don't want to do that because I know what I really want. No, I don't know if I was doing it in spite of them telling me what the fuck to do all the time. I don't know if I
yeah,
was like, yo, you've been telling me what to do my whole life.
you're rebelling.
Kind of like a rebel thing, yeah. I don't know if that's what it is, or I don't know if I'm truly passionate about business, but that's the thing.
But yeah, like either way you want to do it now, right? But here's the other thing that you could say about that though is like what if you're just destined to become an entrepreneur? Like that's what's pushing you on your way to becoming that, right?
Yeah, so how would you even so the thing that where it gets complicated is how would you separate that into the category of determinism versus free will and destiny?
It's
No,
just
destiny is not happiness. Destiny is determinism, right?
no.
Why not? If it's already set up by the universe, then obviously um, gears are clicking.
Did
The
you say
calculations are
determination?
determinism.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know what that word is.
um, it's the concept, it's the philosophy of everything already being set out for you by the universe because gears are meant to click this way. So
Yeah, that's
imagine
destiny.
hitting. So then destiny's determinism, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, but look, okay, so what you would do is you gotta ask whatever you gotta ask is
Am
like,
I asking?
is my life already set up to go the way that it's supposed to go? Like before I was even here, right? 50 billion years in the making.
Yeah.
Am I like, was I put here at this specific time to do this, like these specific things, and like this is why I'm here, right? Like whoever put me here, designed me to come here to become an entrepreneur, or was I just thrown into the world and all these different things that I've experienced and like gone through has pushed me to become an entrepreneur.
Yeah.
That's the difference.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
I don't know, bro.
which do you think that you believe in more? Do you think like life has this big major plan for everyone that like it's just set up
I don't
that
think.
you
I
just
don't
need to
think.
ride the wave? Or do you think everything attributes to your future, like your choices and decisions for the rest of your life?
Very, very big on life is a or your personal, because life for me means something different, right? Life for me, when we talked about this
Yeah,
last podcast, I found the word for found out what life meant because I thought about it a little bit more. I was like, fuck, I don't know how to explain life, and for me, it's an abstract concept,
a shopping cart.
a shopping cart. But for me, life is a concept. It's outside of what you can touch. It's outside of what you can see. It just is, just like God is a concept, right?
Yeah, like
So
energy.
energy, yeah, exactly. So for what was the question?
Okay, do you think like your life has been like set out like
Oh,
this,
yeah,
or
yeah, yeah, yeah. So I'm very hardcore about life is a series of choices, and or your personal life is a series of choices. Where you end up 20 years from now is because you either chose A or you chose B.
because of something in your past?
What do you mean?
Like okay, so say someday you become an entrepreneur, right? Like you're serious with everything, right? Like that's where you end up, right?
Yeah.
You believe that you got there because of something that happened to you like recently, like that got you into all this business stuff. You don't believe that like someone was
Oh no, I'm not
designing
talking
your
about that right
destiny
now.
like a
That's
thousand
in the
years.
bigger picture. I'm just explaining what I believe in. So I believe that life is a series of choices. So you pick A, you're going down this path. You pick B, you're going down this path, right? And that's gonna set you up for where you want to be in the future.
Oh yeah, you're a
So I
two
know,
path kind of guy.
yeah. Well, I'm an options kind of guy. um, but so is that a deterministic thing or is that a free will thing? Because you have the free will to choose which path you want to take, or like in your head, it's already determined that I know that this isn't gonna put me in the right
Yo,
uh
man.
where I'm trying to be. So I don't know. It's a very hard concept. We need to do
I
some more research on this
I
shit
think you're
before
making
we
this
do
deeper than it
podcasts.
needs to be. Like I think you're going so deep that like it's not just like okay, destiny made this plan, blah blah blah, right?
Yeah,
Or my choices brought me to this place instead of destiny, right? You're now making it is destiny controlling my choices to get to this place. You mixed them.
well,
Or
have you
you
heard of there's they say all the greatest questions are answered with like a paradox or some shit like that.
yeah,
So
you're
there's
coming in with the quotes today. Serious.
um no, yeah, I like quotes. I like people knowing that I know shit. This is the only time I'm allowed to do this. No, but they say the greatest questions, the answers to them are paradoxes, right? So, and there's three ways you can answer a really kind of confusing question, something you don't exactly have an answer to. It's called the three whys or some shit. It's an axiom. Oh no, the axiom is one of the whys, but
Okay.
it's something. It's like envision a triangle, right? So at one end of the triangle, you have the way where it's a regressive kind of answer, right? So why this? Because of this. Why that? Because of that. Why this? Because of this. So
Oh, you know the things it's like it'll ask you a question, right? It'll be like, is your say is your car not working, right?
yeah,
It's like did you put the key in it? Right? It's like
yeah,
yes, go this way and you follow this chart. No, and it goes down. It's like put the key in it. And then the yes,
kind
it'll
of,
be like
but like for example, ask me a really confusing question about life.
okay, hold on. Yeah, okay. Are catfish evolved cats that
No, ask me a
had
why
to
question.
okay. Why did cat no I don't know.
Just ask me
Okay,
why we're here or
why
some shit.
Well, I was gonna say, why do you think there are so many different like religions around the world?
Uh, because people want to make themselves different. And now you could ask me, why do people want to make themselves different? Because it's in
Yeah,
our human nature. Why is it in our human nature? Because we evolved that way. Why do we evolve that way? Because
he doesn't
and
know.
then it's infinite. You know, there's an infinite amount of whys.
Yeah,
And then there's another one where it's kind of like a loop. I don't know what that one's called either. But yo, fuck, I need to research my shit more.
it's like a
But
cycle.
essentially, it's like why A because of B, why B because of A.
Oh yeah, it's like the thing. It's like the cop. He'll. It's like this old like funny thing. It's like a little boy is lost down the street, and the cop walks up to him. He's like, "Are you lost?" He's like, "Yeah." He's like, and the cop's like, "Okay, where's your home?" He's like, uh, "Next to my neighbor's home." And he's like,
Yeah,
"Where's your neighbor's home?" "Next to my home."
yeah,
Yeah.
kind of, very, very. I know what you're talking about. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Um, and then the third way you can answer that question is it's kind of like a stop asking kind of question. So why this? Because God,
Because shut up.
kind of, but because God.
Yeah.
And then yeah, so that's like ways you can answer like very, very hard questions that people have been asking themselves for like a long time.
Yeah.
Bro, you were me and Ethan argue about this a lot for those of you that don't know, but this guy
Oh shit.
he doesn't he doesn't want to like I understand nobody wants to work, but
I mean,
Ethan just wants to do something different every day. He wants to like just live his life. And do you want to like
yeah.
elaborate on that a little bit more? What do you mean by
Okay,
live
so
your
the
life?
the time he's talking about is I was having a bad day. I was mad at the system.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Fuck the
the
system.
way I see it is the government is like right now the way that if the government comes for me after this, if I end up dead,
It was the government.
Illuminati noise, like this is
Yeah.
why they come for me. But listen, I think the government is just like is really using us, bro. Like it's not letting us be happy and shit. Like, yeah, it's like small joy things, right? Like there's activities and things that you can do to feel happier, like, if you just feel happy or whatever. But the world isn't set up for you to just like have a fun time. Like the world is set up so you can go to work, make money, make the government money, and then just like someday die.
Bro, I was thinking about that a little bit more today because you brought it up, and then it kind of like stuck to my head, and I was thinking about it. Okay, so when I get paid, I get taxed,
Yeah.
and then when I buy something, I get taxed.
Yeah.
Shouldn't there only be one tax?
Yes.
Right? Like that doesn't make sense because you're already taking it out of my paycheck, and now you're taking two portions out of my paycheck for what? You already took it out of my paycheck, right? And that one kind of fucked with me a little bit, but continue.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, okay, so take someone who maybe they're just scraping by, right? Like
Yeah,
their whole life they spent like maybe they didn't try super hard, maybe they didn't get like the greatest education, maybe they like didn't get the greatest job, maybe they're making minimum wage. They have like a place to live, they have like the necessities, but they don't have like maybe they don't get to retire, right?
yeah,
Like maybe they don't get like all these things, like they don't get the time someday to eventually just like do nothing, do like everything that they do should be for them, right? At a certain
yeah,
point,
yeah,
maybe they're not gonna have the opportunity to do that, right? I don't know. I see that and like that's kind of fucked up to me, like, and especially to not even like let people do that while they're young. Like think about when we put kids into school. We put kids into school by like say latest 5 to go into kindergarten, right?
yeah,
5 year like 0 years old to 5 years old, what are you doing, bro? Like everything's like with your mom, you can't do shit, like everything is what like your parents are choosing for you to do, right? Like you can play your games or whatever, but it's really like not really up to you, like wherever you're going is this and this and this, right?
yeah.
And
But how can it be up to you if you're 5?
I know, but from 5 until what? Like when you end high school, like
18,
17,
17. Yeah,
18, maybe 19,
yeah,
right? All that time is taken up by school and work. Like they never give you time to just go do whatever you want, Like maybe I'm trying to go like run a marathon or like walk around the city or something. Like, you know, I feel like we should
But
have
you
more
could do
time.
that
When?
if you manage your time better.
Like summer. And the worst shit is like, what am I learning in kindergarten, dog? Like, I know it's like, oh, set it up for the basics of whatever, right? But
Yeah.
yo,
But
I
kindergarten is more so
specifically
for.
remember in
Mhm.
elementary coloring in the Canadian flag at least 35 times.
Yeah.
Did I have to do that? Did I don't know where Manitoba is.
I think
Dead ass.
I think it goes deeper than that. I
I
think,
mean, yeah.
especially for those developmental stages or those initial developmental stages, like you have a kindergarten to grade 5 or a kindergarten to grade 9, that's more so there for you so that your parents can work, your parents don't have to always be taking care of you, and that's for you to be able to socialize with kids around your own age. Sure, they're not actually teaching you fundamental things, but a lot of that is, you're learning letters, you're learning the language, you're learning how to speak, you're learning hand-eye coordination, you're learning how to color, you're learning how to use your hands and shit. That's important, right?
But
It's
still think
important for your
about
kids
that.
to know how to use their hands and shit, how to write, how to read.
Like obviously, yeah, like we need school. I'm not saying like it's like fuck school, burn it down, right? All right, everybody. Ethan here, real quick, editing the podcast. Just wanted to make it clear. I didn't just go on a rampage about school and cut that out. No, we just had some technical difficulties. Education is important. Go get that and enjoy the rest of the show. Anyways, so like yeah, we need to learn these fundamental things, right? Like how to learn how to learn how to read and like count and write and all that stuff, right?
I've learned.
But
I just got that.
you're taking okay, so the government sets up schools so the kids have somewhere to go while the parents can work to have money to pay the government, right?
Yeah,
And like these kids, they're just being set up to work. Like it's all a big system, bro. Like you
yo,
never get time. And sorry.
but if you don't work, how are you supposed to enjoy life? You say you want a fast car, right?
I mean, yeah, but that's the whole point.
Who's gonna
Like,
make the car?
why should we have to? I don't know. Like, why should some people have to slave their whole lives away? Like, imagine these like 60, 50-year-old motherfuckers like dying at their desks, right? As we speak, they're just croaking because, they're old. Like, they have nothing now. Like, they spent their entire lives, okay, from 0 to 5, right? They were doing like whatever someone else had planned for them from that age to like what till
18,
they
19.
graduate high school, right? It's
Yeah.
all like you have time off, you have spring break and summer break, but
But
even
realistically, it's all school.
yeah, it's like you're preparing for the next years, right? You have to
Yeah.
like keep your brain sharp, and you can't be doing like all these things because even then you're still like you have a lot more freedom like the older you get, but still you're not like totally free to do whatever you want, right? Like there's so many restrictions still on you, and then after that there's just more restrictions. You have to go to work, and like if you don't want to go to work you have to call time off and all that. And I know you need money obviously, otherwise the economy just fails, but I don't know, I feel like there should be like some way that people just experience life to their fullest, right? Like maybe I'm trying to go to Alaska and see a whale or some shit, right? Maybe I'm trying to see the northern lights. If I don't
But
see
you
the
can do that
northern
if you have the
lights
means.
before exactly, but what do you have to do for the means? You have to work.
You have to work.
And you know what it is?
But why would
The
you just have
government.
it?
But listen,
Okay, I'm listening.
the reason that this makes me mad, right, is because the whole reason that you have to work for all this, right? Like have to work so hard to be able to do all these
Your
like
camera's falling?
amazing things. My fault. Oh shit.
Yeah.
Oh, don't look over there. Yo, little different. Oh, we're falling again.
Yeah, if anybody's trying to sponsor us, a local 1-2 camera.
Yo, even
10
just
the
like a
phone.
little booster seat for my camera. But the part that makes me mad is the government has it set up this way, like why so many of these things are so expensive, like the sick things to do are so expensive, is because they want you to work harder so you can pay them more so you can get more money. Like the more money that you make, the more money that you pay the government, right?
Theoretically.
I
But
mean, that's what they want. Like the higher your income is, the higher taxes you're supposed to have, but people just have loopholes and shit.
it's not the higher taxes you have, it's the same percentage.
No, it's
So
not.
it's the same percentage, isn't it?
No, you have tax brackets.
Oh, so the rich pay more in taxes,
Yeah,
like more percentage wise. But that's after a certain amount of income, though, right?
yeah.
So if you're like low income, then you don't have to pay as much in taxes, and that's understandable because it's already tough. But I think once you reach a certain, like, what is it, 50K or something like that? I'm
I
not
don't know the
too
exact
I'm
numbers.
not very educated on this, but I think once you hit a certain level, then taxes are the same percentage rate for everybody, isn't it?
Nah.
Oh, so
No,
you still
there's
have that
different
division.
levels. Like it keeps going up.
Oh shit. Um, no, but I don't know, bro. I don't think it's fair though to be able to enjoy all these things in life without having to work for them. Because, okay, see, you want to go to Alaska, right? You're gonna fly there. Who would have built the plane?
Fuck it. I don't know, bro.
You're
Like
walking in.
the driven people, bro. I don't know. I don't know the answers, Sway. I don't know the answer.
You ain't got the
Bro,
answers.
I'm asking you
You
a
ain't been doing
question.
the education.
Bro,
You ain't been doing the
Kanye.
education.
But no, like I just wish everybody, no matter who you are, right? Like, okay, let's say, okay, how about this? As a solution for both sides.
Okay.
Let's say you live your life normal how it is right now, right? You
Yeah.
live your life, you graduate, maybe you go to university, you get your job, which later becomes your career, right? If that's like
Yeah.
the choice that you pick. Let's say that career is what's making you like barely scrape by, right? Like you're making money, you're, let's say, middle class, right? But your life isn't really going anywhere. Like maybe you can retire like by the time you're 50 kind of thing, but when you're 50, like you don't get to experience life the same. Let's say
Yeah.
by, I don't know, like 30, 35, the government just says, okay, you have like 2 months, go do whatever the fuck you want. Like go crazy, go absolutely mad,
Yeah.
but like don't kill anyone or whatever, don't
Yeah.
hurt people. Just like, take that
Come out
trip,
safely.
see that whale, slap that giraffe,
Yeah. Yeah. That's the
That's
thing for you. Hey, you just want to stop a draft.
once, because what are they gonna do? They're gonna swing their head down, right? That's when the
Yeah.
head comes, because they attack with their head, right? Bah! I knock out a giraffe. Kind of
Yeah.
sick.
Yo, this boy's wild. If you ever get a chance to meet Ethan, bro, this guy's crazy, man. I don't
Psychosis
know.
is kicking
But
in.
then would your life have meaning if you don't work? Would
But
you
you are
like, do you
working
think, so you keep working?
after the two. So you live until say 35. You get your career, and by that time, like it's just set that you're not like getting extravagant. You're not like,
So,
the government just does not expect you to be able to do these things on your own. So they're like, here's 20K, go ham or whatever.
and then it's just 2 months, and is that every
It's
decade, every
like,
5 years, or is that just once in your life?
I don't know. Make it once in your life. Make it count.
I don't think I'd be happy with that, because then everything after that 2 months is just downhill.
I
Maybe
mean, fuck it.
it's fucking 60 years that I'm
Yo,
alive.
that's why you go crazy. And with that last 5K or whatever, you buy a rocket, strap yourself to it, and you get as high as you can. Just die. Fuck it. Because what's after that? You've
Like
done
what?
everything
Like
you
what?
want to know.
Or I'm done.
Yeah. I don't know.
Nah, bro. I don't know.
Because it just makes me so sad. Like, there are people that work in my job right now, straight like 70-year-old security guards
Lifting
and
milk
shit.
crates.
And I'm like, like, this is not the life that you deserve at this point. Like, you've been here long enough.
Yeah.
Like, go. I just hope that they actually got to experience like the best life for them.
But part of that is their kids too, no? How do they
I
raise
mean,
their
yeah.
kids? Are their kids successful? All that kind of stuff. At
Like,
70 years old, you should have a 40-year-old kid, right? Or
I mean,
it's it's personal choice, but
when I'm
20, 30,
70,
40, whatever.
when I'm 70, Miles will be like 50 something.
Yeah. You
Ain't
and
that
Miles don't
crazy?
have a big age gap.
Nah.
That's
What's
gonna be
crazy?
great. That's gonna be really good for you
The age
because
gap between Miles and Carter, or like my younger brother and my son, is smaller than the age gap between my younger brother and me. That's not kind of weird.
yeah, that's kind of weird. Yeah, that's fucked up. But I mean, I love Miles. Well, I've only met him once, but I love him.
Yeah. Have
And
you
that
met
was
him?
3 years ago.
I thought you met him more than once. I don't know.
I met him once. That was 3 years ago, and I don't know, cute guy, sweet guy, bro. I swear he's the best.
Yeah, he's living large.
Wah.
A
Bitch,
little
he's a
bit.
baby.
But yeah, I don't know. I just like I just see them and I'm like, I don't know. I just hope that you lived as much as you could, and I hope you got the opportunities to do so, even if you weren't like financially set up to do that. Cause I don't know. Maybe it's just because like where I'm from, right, or whatever. But it's not fair that these people get to live so extravagantly. So you spend like $1,000 on an ice cream sandwich,
But they
right?
worked for it.
And these motherfuckers, you think Kylie Jenner worked like so hard for her
Kylie, well, yo, she
money?
might have not worked the hardest, but yo, she had the influence. You know what I'm saying? She worked. Her whole family worked hard.
I
Her
know,
dad
but
worked hard.
okay, take a lottery
Well,
winner.
not Bruce Jenner, but the not the because
Was
she
it
was
Bruce Jenner an Olympian?
Bruce Jenner was the Olympian, and then he turned transgender. But before that, the Kardashian guy, Rob Kardashian, the lawyer, he worked extremely hard to be. He changed his whole law degree to be OJ's lawyer. You know what
I
I'm
have
saying?
no
Like,
idea anything about any of that, but go him.
yo, I'll tell you about it. So
Round of
the way the whole,
applause.
because I was curious about this. I was talking to this shorty or woman at work,
Word.
and I was like, yo, how did the Kardashians even become famous? Like, why are they at where they're at now? And I guess, number one, they're famous because Rob Kardashian. He was a very famous lawyer. Why was he famous? Because he was good, and even more than that, he was the whole Kardashian and Simpson family. Like, uh, they were
Simpson.
very, very, yeah, like OJ Simpson,
Oh,
and fuck, I forgot what was his shorty's name, the one he potentially
don't ask me for her name. I
it
know
was
his.
Natalie something, right?
Sure, go
Fuck
with
it,
it.
the other Simpson.
It's a calm podcast. Go.
Yeah. Anyway, so essentially they were all a very tight knit group, the Kardashians and the Simpsons, and I guess like after everything went down, the whole reason that they split was the whole reason that Rob Kardashian and what's the mom's name? Do you know?
The mom of the Kardashians.
Yeah,
Uh,
Mom Kardashian.
Mom Kardashian. Mama Kardashian.
Mama Kardashian. The reason they split was because they were very, very divided in that whole case. Because she thought that he did it, and he was representing OJ, and he was saying that he didn't do it. You know what I'm saying? So, and you know that whole case was crazy, and he made a lot of money from that. And that's what made him the Kardashian so popular. That's what made him get a TV show and all that shit, right? So after Rob Kardashian and Mama Kardashian split, she met another guy, Bruce Jenner, who was an Olympian, and they got married, and they had Kendall Jenner, Kylie Jenner, I don't know who else is
Those
a
are the
Jenner.
only Jenners.
Those are the only Jenners.
I think so.
Yeah, because there's Kourtney
I don't know,
Kardashian.
bro. There's
Yo,
too
they
many
had the
members of
Jenners.
that
They had,
family.
yeah,
I've seen a couple
and too many
episodes,
were
and
rich.
there'll be like 27 different people with the same last name. I'm like, I know you're using that name for money. Don't lie. Don't lie.
Yeah. So anyway, that's how the Jenners came to be, and that's how they all kind of became famous. So it all started with the lawyer. It all started with OJ's case, and then it kind of blew up to be, you know, fashion, like supermodels.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Honestly,
I mean, and then they all had their own spin-offs. They all had their own businesses and all
yeah.
that kind of shit. And of course, if you already have that much clout from being part of a very renowned family, of course, people are gonna buy your shit. They're gonna buy your whatever. I mean, yeah, they're pretty too. I could look at Kylie Jenner all day, bro. I wouldn't even blink. She's
Very
so pretty.
Yeah. Yeah, but I don't know. I don't know. I hope the best for all of my like working class people, like the people who are out here, in the streets
There's a light at the end of the tunnel.
doing their
What do you think,
thing.
yo? A lot of people are saying, here's what I don't like about religion. A lot of people say that, um, you're doing this in this life for the afterlife, but the afterlife isn't guaranteed, bro. I know I'm living here. You know what I'm saying? Like I know I'm
Oh,
here.
like the shit, like if you're a bad guy, you go to hell type shit.
Well, not really, but in Islam, because I'm a Muslim, right?
Mhm.
Not a good one, not to say that, but I am a Muslim, and everybody keeps telling me, yeah, man, you're doing this, you succeed in the afterlife, and you have all these things in the afterlife. But it's like show me a picture.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, let me see what it looks like up there.
Would
And
you
I
ever
don't know.
try? Would you ever do that drug, DMT?
No, but I've heard about it.
Yeah,
I think you told me
serious
about it.
effects. I think, yeah, probably, and you probably heard it on like Joe Rogan or something. But
Oh,
like, people will talk about meeting God. People will talk about like all this sort of stuff.
wow.
Yeah,
I could meet God.
that's what I'm saying. But like, I don't know, because it's hard to like hear someone be like, just like wake up from like a whole like a trip, right? And
Yeah.
then be like, yeah, I met God, and like it's hard for you to like take that as really God, right?
Yeah.
But I mean, they
So
tend to
you,
really
you're
believe it.
God.
Yeah. I read this tweet today is like, um, what if God already came back to Earth and we just like thought he was crazy or something and we just like ignored him?
What if we just locked them up or some shit?
Yeah. What if he's in the loony bin right now?
Oh, it's gonna be the caption of this podcast. God's in the loony bin.
Yo, speaking of, right? You
Yeah.
we kind of talked about this. You see the Lil Nas X shoes, like the Satan shoes?
No, I was waiting for you to tell me about them.
Let me show you a picture first. First and foremost. Okay, they're kind of hard to see, but here, you see these?
Oh, those are pretty.
They're kind of nice, right?
Those are
Oh.
the 90. No, don't worry, it was blurred. Those are the 90.
Sevens.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
there we
Oh,
go.
that's,
Yo.
yeah, that's quality right there. Yeah, those are sick.
Okay, some key points. They made 666 pairs.
Well, that's
And
a fucked up number. Don't do that.
yeah. And in the bottom, in the air bubble,
Yeah.
it's filled with red dye, right? But with one drop of human blood. And there's like this satanistic like star thing on the laces.
Whose blood?
That's the big question. But apparently like Nike's suing him and shit and like all this extra shit. So no one knows if they're actually gonna come out, and people spend like $1,000 on them.
Yo, but
Resale.
why did Nike even allow these to produce? Why did Nike
That's the
produce
thing,
these?
right?
Why are they suing him? Like,
Because Nike, like they're like, yeah, go ahead, like do your thing, right? It's a collab, like design your shoe, right?
yeah.
And then he designed them, he put them out, and they got all this backlash, right? Because they're like, Christians are like, blah blah blah, the devil. And
Yeah.
then Nike's like, oh, we would never have any part in this.
Yeah.
And they're like trying to
The
see the
logo's
guy.
on the shoe, man. That's right
Yeah.
there, man.
You made it. I don't know. But it reminds me of, did you ever see the Walk on Waters? Like the 97s that are kind of like the, yeah, let me show you these two, because these
Another guy. Jesus.
they had hype, but they lost them. Like, I don't know, they fell off so quick. And they're still expensive. Like, I don't know. I'm not getting them anytime soon, but I would, I think they're sick. And they're made, the collab was with the same people. Yeah, see, look. Kind of the same, but just like a Christian, like a holy version, right? We got a cross on the lace loops instead of a, yeah, and we have water in the bottom. That's why
So
they call
that's the real water?
Yeah. That's why
Holy
they're
shit.
called the Walk on Waters. Kind of sick, right? Like a waterbed thing.
But is that healthy for your feet? Because I know the air bubble is not healthy for your feet at all.
Oh, I don't think anything like yo. I think the only thing healthy for your feet is like the orthopedics, like whatever's.
Those don't work. Like Dr. Scholl's?
I don't know.
I swear to God, they don't work. But did you ever go to like the Sport Check, or like, well, not the Foot Locker because that's heavily manned, but the Sport Check, they want to have a lot of people at the shoe section, right? Especially the centers one in the olden days. And did you ever like go with your boys and like you'd like be looking at your shoes, be like, damn, my sole's kind of fucked up. So you take one of the insoles from the Sport Check shoe and then swap them out.
No, yo, that's crazy.
Yo, we used to do that shit all the time, bro.
What the fuck?
You can't always afford new shoes, man. And from the outside, they were fine. They're clean.
Yeah.
No rips, no nothing. They're fine, but it's just the inside. Like my heel's all worn out, and this shoe right here is pretty. It has a pretty insole. Swap them out, quick thing.
No, we used to.
You're gone.
Nah, never anything like that. That's crazy. What the hell? How would you even be doing that? Just slip it out?
The insoles nowadays, yeah, slip it out. But the insoles nowadays, they're stitched on.
Yeah, because if it's not stitched on, it'll slip around.
Yeah.
I have a bad
Yeah.
problem with those. My Kyries, they didn't come like glued all the way on, so like the soles, like they'll slide up and down when I like do the side to side movement kind of
Yeah.
things. It's not nice. It sucks because then you have to like
Understand.
unlace the whole shit, take that bitch out, slide it back in, put it on
Yeah.
just to. And I don't want to like glue it back in because like I know I'll fuck it up. I'm bad at like the small things like that.
Yeah, are you gonna send it to Rejuvenator or whatever?
Hell
You
nah.
should do it. You should do it with one of your like beat up pair of shoes. Just send it to them.
I could see what happens. Yo, I used to watch those videos straight religiously, like
Remember Vic?
all the
Yeah.
time.
Yeah,
Shouts
me
out
too.
Vic. Yo,
Yeah.
my boy, doing that shit wherever
Oh,
he's
God.
doing it. I don't know
He
if they
doesn't
still
do it
make
anymore now.
videos.
Not him. Vic doesn't do it anymore. Vic has his own thing now, I'm pretty sure.
Really?
But it's always a brown guy. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's always like either like a Latino guy or a brown guy. I'm like, yes. So we're just out here cleaning shoes, I guess.
I don't know. I always liked Vic. Like something about him was just like
Yeah.
better,
Yeah.
Yo, this is something. So I have this note, right? Like a notes thing of things that might happen to me throughout a day that I like to think back to when we're about to make a podcast. This is a thought that I had before.
Okay.
So recently, I've been looking at colognes. Okay.
Oh,
So
yes, sir.
if you know Ray at all, this guy is very into his colognes. Everybody
Very.
has their thing. Maybe it's like a sport. You hockey boys, I see you out here. Like maybe I
Playing
like
hockey and shit.
shoes, all this
Yeah.
stuff. This guy, he likes his fragrances. He likes his
My
colognes. He
fragrances,
likes to
God.
smell guys.
Smell guys.
He likes to
Say
smell
that.
good. He likes to smell good, man. And if you smell him, never a bad day.
Never a
But-
bad day. No, shout out Ethan.
So,
Let him know. Talk to him.
I'm starting to get into it too because one day he pulled up. I was like, yo, let me borrow a scent, right? He's like, I got you. He sprayed me with the nicest smell I've ever smelled, and I was like, okay, I see the hype. I'm in. But this guy, and also this guy used to bully me. This guy, some days I would pull up and he'd be like, yo, you kind of smell like soap right now. And I'd be like, damn, I didn't know
Never said it
soap
in a
was such
bad way.
a bad smell. I didn't know that was a bad thing to smell like. Damn, this is not like, I don't know, garbage. But
You smell like a peasant.
smell like a pig. But no, so I'm getting into it and I'm looking at the prices of some of these things and I knew it was expensive, right? But I didn't know like just how expensive it was.
Yeah.
And for as long as I've known this guy, well, not so much anymore, but in the beginning when I first met this guy, he was into shoes too, like he was on his stuff, but he would never spend money on shoes. And it just clicked in my head this morning that this guy will really spend like $250 on a bottle of cologne, but won't buy a pair of Air Forces.
Oh, I get my cologne for free.
All of it?
Most of them.
Yo, hook me up. What do you do?
90%. Oh, I had when I did work, I got them for free because I used to take shifts that people would be like, hey, can you like spend an hour working for me? I'll give you a free bottle of cologne of whatever you want, and I'll be like, sure.
What the fuck? That's like $200 for an hour of work.
Yeah, but if you sell for them, because Chanel is very easy to sell. So I would work for Chanel, and I probably made them a profit of $500, right? Because for them, it's like $10 to make probably one bottle of cologne.
Yeah.
And then, you're making, I don't know, $500, $600 of profit for them. So to them giving me a little bottle of cologne is nothing.
So
There's literally
insane.
nothing. We have so much backstock in the warehouse. It's so minuscule. Like, it's crazy to even look at. Like I'll lift up a box, and it's hard to believe that this box has like $1,000 or $1,500 worth of value in it.
Yeah. Yeah,
So,
imagine
man.
dropping that. It's just like the stinkiest thing.
Fuck.
But no, I'm finna spend like, I don't know, drop a lickle bag sometime soon.
No,
It's
my
smelling
recommendation
nice.
to people, bro, always go with the 50 ml cologne because trends are changing and you change too. So you might like something
Yeah.
now, doesn't mean you're gonna like it a year from now or 2 years from now or even a couple months from now. So
Bro,
always get the 50 ml.
the thing is, like at this point, I'm cool with anything, like whether it's for the rest of my life. Like I said, I'm used to smelling like soap or like whatever. Yo, I'm looking down here right now. It's not looking too good. I was gonna show
No,
it.
you have
Don't
some
want to be
nice
judged.
scents. You have some nice scents. You definitely pulled up smelling like yeah, like this guy knows what he's doing.
Well, that's sick. At least you know, the pro has rubbed off a little bit.
Yeah,
So that's one thing I had to
yeah.
expose this guy about.
Okay, thank you.
Oh,
No,
yeah,
I'm a
man.
fan of cologne though, and I worked with them for like 2 years, right? And it just kind of accumulates over time. And I don't have that many. I think
Cool.
I have 12. Well,
Oh.
it's not all mine. Some of them are my brothers. So yeah, like just me, I think I have like 8 of like my own personal.
I mean, that's not crazy.
Yeah, so
I
it's
just
not
remember
crazy.
one day you showed me a video. It was straight like 26 bottles. I was like, Jesus Christ, that's why this guy smells like that. But no, okay. Another thing I had in my notes was okay, so it's established we both believe in aliens, right?
Yeah.
What are you saying if like either the aliens like pull up on you, right? Like they just show up
Show
at the
like a
door,
1-2 planet.
they're knocking on the door, right? Or like, you know, they abduct you and you're just like in the ship now and they're just like looking at you like, what's your next move?
I mean, what can my next move be? Yeah, I just
Yo,
gotta
that's up to you.
bro. There's times where you just gotta eat that.
Up to your imagination.
You
You're
just
gonna eat
gotta
a probe? You're letting
deal
them
with
probe
it.
you?
Yo, you just gotta deal with it, bro.
But are you letting them probe you?
Yo,
Up the
if it
ass, big
gets
metal
to that,
stick.
well, how big are they? What kind of are they? My kind of aliens or your kind of aliens?
They're like my kind of aliens. Because your kind of
Yo, I'm
aliens are
letting
like
them probe
straight the
me.
size of the planet.
No, my kind of aliens are the American Dad aliens.
No, that was mine. You're talking about the Stranger Things aliens.
Oh, I was talking about the Demogorgon. I
Yeah.
thought you were talking about the Demogorgon.
No.
Yo, me and Ethan will be on the opposite and the same page. Like it's so like bipolar. Yo, if it's okay, fuck yeah. I guess I believe in both now. But if it's the Demogorgon kind of aliens,
Let that
yo,
man take my soul.
I'm getting probed, fam.
It's already over. What are you supposed to do? Punch smoke? Like that's it.
Vlog it, bro.
He is smoke. He doesn't want the smoke. He is smoke.
I don't want the smoke. No, and if it's like an American Dad kind of, yo, what are you doing?
But like,
Straight up, just turn around. Yo,
you
don't do
know, like the realistic, like the grays, right? Like the 8 foot tall, big ass head motherfuckers with the eyes and like the telepathic shit. Like the emoji, the alien
I'd have to
emoji
see.
dudes.
Are they skinny? Are they scrawny? Can I scrap them?
Like they're
what?
skinny, but they have like some mind powers shit.
Oh,
Or well, you don't know what they have. Maybe they have a knife or something. I don't know. Who knows? Maybe a blaster.
yo, honestly,
Ignore that.
80. I want to say 80%. I'm getting probed.
Really?
Yeah. What about you?
I don't know. They'll have to take me or something. Like, let's say it knocks on my front door, I'm running out the back door. You know, like I'm dashing as fast as I can. If I'm already in the ship, yo, I'm trying to make a run for it wherever I can. You know,
Hide in the janitor room.
let me off the table.
With the mops. Yeah.
You know, hang out with like the
Dash.
baby aliens. Pretend, you know, put my gray hood up. You know, I was just thinking about
he's
that.
one of us.
Cause like, you know, what if, you know, like the times when you just be going upstairs in the middle of the night and you know it's like, you know, the person knocking on your door is like some weirdo. Like, what if one time you just open the door and it's an alien?
Are you mad though, or are you like low key excited?
I think I'm mad.
Why are you mad?
Why are you here? Get out of here. Scrap.
Get off. Oh yeah.
Yeah, okay. So the other night, right?
Yeah.
I was watching like an Animal Planet thing, right? Because I was having trouble falling asleep. Like it was
Like
a
an
bad
Animal
time.
Planet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's this thing about seahorses. Okay.
Oh fuck! I love seahorses. Yo,
Yeah.
tell me about this. I don't know much about them.
You ever seen like a picture of some seahorses and there'll be like 2 or 3 kind of thing, like max?
Yeah.
Yeah, like maybe like a little family, you know, like maybe 10 or something, you know, but not
Yo,
crazy
over
numbers,
2
right?
or 3 to 10. That's a big difference.
But no, like not like a herd, you know.
Yeah, not like
It'll
not
be
like
like a
those
little
fish.
family type thing, you know.
Yeah.
Seahorses have babies 4,000 at a time. Where are they going?
Where are they going?
Yeah.
Where are they?
Why aren't they sticking together?
Yo, where's your kin, fam?
Yeah.
Go get your folk. Go
And
get
it's
your
crazy.
seed.
Yo, because the dads give birth, right?
Yeah, but how is it?
So the
I'm just saying-
dads drop
Yeah.
they nut in the mom, right? And then the
Okay.
mom
Okay.
puts the eggs into the dad's belly. I'm not a
So they nut
seahorse.
in the mom, and
then the mom nuts in them.
Okay.
I guess.
I feel like there's a more efficient way to do that. No. Yo,
Keep
but how is
'em.
it 4,000? Like, I'm just trying to wrap my head around because seahorses are small, bro.
I mean,
They're not like real horse size, you know,
yeah.
like land horse size. They're small. They're what, like a finger, right?
Well, they can get big. Like they can get like
Really. Yo, I'm just trying to
yeah,
envision you like holding a seahorse right now, like your pet seahorse. Would you get a pet seahorse if it was
yeah.
that big?
I mean, they're kind of scary though to me.
Kind of
Like they have
scary.
so many edges.
Yeah, right.
I
And they're
mean,
like a half shrimp, like that little
yeah.
twist that they have.
Like definitely like a cool thing to look at an aquarium type thing. But I
But
feel
I'm
like
not touching that.
yeah, if I had the money for someone else to like take care of my seahorses, yeah.
Yeah.
But I just thought that was crazy. Like, you know, if you're having 4,000 babies at a time, like
Who's
keep
raising
them,
them?
you know, keep them together. What's the point in like
Yeah, that's
splitting up?
protection, isn't it? Do
Yeah,
they have any predators? Do you know? Or did you fall asleep by that point?
I was out. But like yeah, I don't know. I just didn't understand that because even like, you know, you see the pictures, there's not that many together, so they just split up. I don't know.
I
I
would
don't
never
know,
split up.
man.
If I had 4,000 kids, kill myself, bro.
You have an whole army. That's like a whole
Yeah,
city,
that's about a city, yeah.
solid city.
Not
No,
even related to your whole city.
I
Would you even know all your brothers and sisters? Would you think?
no, but you know, you just know, so you gotta cut
You-
far away.
Yeah,
Like not the next town over, like 5 over.
yeah.
But oh, side note, uh from the night from that night I was having trouble falling asleep. Yo, I feel like we need to pay more appreciation to the objects around us. You know? Because how many
Mm.
times have these objects, like, okay, say you're on the computer, right? You're trying
Yeah.
to, the Wi-Fi is fucking up, the websites are fucking up, all this shit is fucking up. Yo, but when has your blanket ever failed to keep you warm type shit?
Yeah,
When has that cup ever failed to hold your drink? You know?
yeah.
I feel like
So
we
it's the
should be,
simple things. It's the simple things you gotta appreciate.
yeah, because we get so mad when the shit doesn't work, but we don't say, you know what, thanks, Mr. Cup, when
Well,
that shit does work.
There's a saying, Confucius, he was an old time philosopher. I think you might know who he is. But he said, every man, or I guess every person, 2021 shit. But he said every man has two, or what did he say? It said something about every man has two lives and his real life starts when he realizes he only has one. No, every man lives two lives and the second one starts as soon as he realizes he only has one.
I think that's what you just said.
I said it in a different, I think I said it wrong the first time. Yeah, every
But
man lives two lives until he realizes he only has one.
I
Oh
think I
no,
have heard that.
wait, every man. Are we gonna cut this out? uh, yeah, I
Yeah.
think it's every
Okay.
man has two lives, and the second one starts when he realizes he only has one. So you gotta learn to appreciate things for what they are. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate this water bottle. Why? It's built solid, you know?
Yeah.
And I
It's
got it for
never
a
failed
good
me.
price. Yeah, it's done what I've asked it to do,
Yeah.
you know?
Not mad at it.
Yeah,
Yo, but here's my realization of the week, okay?
yeah,
This for you, this for everybody listening.
yeah.
If you ever feeling blue or something, actually, no, let me tell this story and then I'll get to the real message.
Okay.
So this morning or earlier today, I woke up at 1 a.m. in the
Yeah.
middle of the night. And it was terrible because I wake up and, you know, like I had just slept, like I had just gotten my sleep and my morning was 1 a.m. So I started like talking to the people that are still awake, right? They ended up going to sleep like 2, 3 o'clock, right? So I speak to them for 2 hours and then I'm
Yeah.
up from like 3 a.m. all the way till now. But like that morning period of like 3 a.m. till like 8 a.m. when everyone was awake, awful. Terrible
Why?
time to be awake. Cause there's nothing to do, bro. I was sitting there, I was
Oh,
watching TV. Cause like, you know, what am I supposed to do? Go to
because
sleep?
the city's not up, the family's
Yeah,
not up, nobody's up, and you're
no
just
one's
up.
up. I'm just watching TV. That shit is boring. I'm on my phone.
Yeah,
That shit is boring. I tried reading a book. That shit is hard to
hard.
do. Hard to do. So I end up, I'm like, fuck this shit. I'm in a bad mood. Motherfucker, people are sleeping and shit. I'm awake.
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
So I go upstairs, I go to the fridge, and I notice there's a watermelon in the fridge.
Hey.
Yo, I probably ate a quarter of that watermelon. I was just sitting in bed, happiest I've ever been. My realization: you can't be sad eating watermelon, dog.
Yeah.
Can't be. It's
That's a
not a
gem.
sad fruit, bro.
Bro, I don't think any fruits are sad.
Yeah, I mean,
They're so pretty. They're so
dates.
colorful.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's disgusting.
Low key, they're wrinkly and shit. It's like, yo, what?
It's like wrinkly before it, like, raisin. Sure, you're dried out, but a date is
Yeah.
just wrinkly for no reason.
Yeah. So why you growing like that?
Yeah, I don't get it.
No.
But watermelon, yo, I was sitting there, fucking juices running
Watermelon
down
in
my
hand.
arm. It was sick though. Still, I was sticky. It's fine. I showered in like 4 hours, anyways.
4 hours after. So you were sticky for 4 hours, eh?
I mean, nah, we got baby wipes around here. I was cool.
Hey,
Just a Miles.
that's how Miles, bro. Yo, it comes in clutch.
Always. Yeah, man. You have any topics of the week or what?
No, I was just gonna say, sorry that the last episode is late or whatever the fuck, but I know you guys don't care, so.
Yeah, this is garbage. Don't even worry about it.
But yeah, I mean, I don't know. This was a chill edition of the
This is
PCAP. We might, if this one blows up, we might just keep it this way. Did you guys
Yeah.
like it better this way?
Let
Or we
us
just
know.
kind of talk? It's a lot less.
We answered some questions.
Yeah. I don't know. Let us know. Hit us up at the PCAP. DM me. It'll be in the description. Drive
Comment on the
Daddy.
video.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let us know if you prefer this or if you prefer like the type of shit we usually do. Cause I didn't mind this,
Yeah, it's nice.
It's nice. Yeah.
Quick.
Yeah.
But you already know what to do. At the PKite, at Ray.Koreshi, at Trap Daddy K. You'll find them all in the descriptions, or you probably already know them. That's
Subscribe,
probably why you're
like,
here.
dislike, just click buttons, man. I don't even care which button it is. Just click some. But
Alright.
yeah, easy.
Easy.